What's up guys, Schmidt here, welcome back to another video, and today guys we have some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay going on in the background, playing on the map Resistance, using the gun I talked about if you guys watched my Q&A, the ACR 6.8, the absolute best gun in COD history, at least in my opinion. I absolutely love this gun, but we're showcasing some Modern Warfare 3 Resistance gameplay today, because I'm going to be talking about the new Resistance DLC map pack coming to Call of Duty World War II, and more specifically, why I think it could have a big effect on the game overall. Now, real quick guys, before we get into it, I do want to say a quick thank you for 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,000, I know, like 4 or 5 days ago. It's been absolutely nuts. We just hit 2,000 as of late last night, earlier this morning, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. But talking about the map here, Resistance, it is one of the maps coming in the Resistance DLC for Call of Duty World War II. It's coming as a remake, and I did a video back when this DLC was announced, kind of talking about this map in particular. I showcased some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay as well during that time, and I was really excited for that map to come back. And I can't remember exactly if I said it in this video or not, but one of the first things I said when I saw that this map was coming back is when we see this map, when it comes to Call of Duty World War II, it's going to answer the question of, is the maps really the biggest problem in Call of Duty World War II, or do the problems lie deeper within? And what I meant with that is, you know, at least for me, and you guys can feel free to let me know down in the comments if you think otherwise, but I feel the biggest problem in Call of Duty World War II is the maps. Not only the lack of maps, having only 10, now with the addition of Winter Carrington, to everybody now in the game, but not only just having 10 maps, but I mean, they're probably one of the worst selections of maps in Call of Duty history, if I'm being honest. They're not that exciting, they're not that colorful, they're not that great to look at, and overall, I think they play terrible. I mean, there's a couple exceptions, and some of them are kind of hit and miss, such as Gibraltar. I feel like that map can flow really well, but the spawn traps can be absolutely just demoralizing on that map, especially when you're caught in them. Overall, I don't think the maps are very good in Call of Duty World War II, to say the least. And so, with a map like Resistance from Modern Warfare 3, which I feel like is not only a fan favorite, but just one that a lot of people love, a lot of people attach with from this game, and we all know that this map plays well. So, bringing a boots-on-the-ground map from a really popular Call of Duty and a really popular map, you know, nonetheless, bringing that into a game that is just dying for good maps, and we already know that Resistance plays well, or at least can play well, we're really going to see, if you bring that map into Call of Duty World War II, whether that can kind of fix the map situation. Because if Resistance of all maps cannot play well on Call of Duty World War II, then there is no map that will play well on Call of Duty World War II. Now, this map was brought back during Infinite Warfare, and I was able to play on it, and personally, while it was great to be able to go back to the map, I just didn't feel like it played the same. It did not give me the same vibe going back and playing that map, and so I'm excited to go back and play it in its boots-on-the-ground state, and I have seen early footage of the map from those people that were able to go out and get a good look at the footage down with Sledgehammer Games and get the early capture footage and bring it back. They've just started showing that, and this map looks absolutely fantastic. They did a really good job giving it a World War II vibe, and the map, for the most part, I mean, looks really the same. I mean, they did not change too much. One of the things we've dealt with the last few years is with advanced movement being in Call of Duties, it just was always a mystery how they were going to bring maps into those games and what they were going to do to change them to make them work. But when you bring those maps, when you bring a boots-on-the-ground map into a boots-on-the-ground game, it just works a whole lot better. It's really hard to take a map that was so good back in the day and screw it up. Like, there's just not really a good chance that you're going to screw that map up. And from what I've seen from the gameplay and all those things, and I can't 100% confirm this myself because I haven't played on the maps, but Resistance, or what it's called in World War II being Occupation, looks like it's going to be an extremely good map. Now, the only other map that I've seen is Valkyrie. That gameplay just got started showing today, and the map visually looks stunning. And from the gameplay I've seen, it looks like it plays pretty well. I don't know that it will be one of the more outstanding DLC maps of the three, But from what I've heard from the YouTubers saying, it isn't a map that'll blow you away as far as gameplay, but it does play much better than the majority of the default maps that we got in the game, which, you know, is good enough news for me. I mean, it doesn't have to be a top map of all time, but my goodness, with the maps that we have in the game as of right now, something has to improve. Now, I haven't seen gameplay of the third map yet, Anthropoid, but man, I'm really hoping, and you guys can let me know down in the comments below, if you think this map pack can revive World War II or make it just a much better experience, because the DLC events like the Winter Siege and now the Resistance DLC event have been great. They've really livened up the game, and they've really given you content to grind for and push for. But man, even still playing on the same 9-10 maps, and there's nothing really to them, and they definitely don't play well, is really aggravating, and it makes for a frustrating gameplay experience. And so getting some new maps in the game and ones that actually play well, because I played Resistance a ton back in the day on Modern Warfare 3, and I could still play it another 1,000 times probably without it getting old. It's just that fantastic of a map. And I'm hoping the same for the other two. And from what I've seen, they look very good. But I don't know, you guys can let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. If you haven't seen gameplay from these maps yet, I encourage you to go check them out and, you know, maybe come back to this video, let me know what you guys think. If you think this map pack can really kind of bring World War II back a little bit, and, you know, just remember, this is only the first of 4 DLCs that are going to come. Now, we're not going to be getting as many maps this year. That's already been confirmed. It looks like we're only going to get 3 per map pack, which really sucks for this year. But, you know, as long as we continue to get good maps and those are brought into the game, you know, I really think it can help Call of Duty World War II become a much better overall game, because like I said, I really feel as though the maps are the biggest problem with the game, and getting some new, some fresh, some well-playing maps, and, you know, even just visually better looking maps could really help this game a ton. But I don't know, you guys can feel free to let me know down in the comments. But that has been all for today's video, guys. Just wanted to talk about the Resistance map pack today, here coming soon to PlayStation 4 for those of you on there. But for those of you like me, playing on Xbox, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, but hopefully it is well worth the wait. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. Make sure to smack the Schmidt out of the like button down below. Hopefully you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.